Hi guys, welcome back to the Mama Nurse channel. I find all things nursing and all things motherhood and lifestyle. I'm Vanessa, and today we're going to talk about the 8 qualities of a good preceptor. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. These are basically going to be things that you would want to look for in a preceptor, whether you're a manager and trying to find the new preceptor for your unit, or if you're a new grad and you may be shadowing or doing some part of your clinicals on a certain unit. You want to keep an eye out for these qualities in people. That way you know who will be a good preceptor for you. And if you're a preceptor yourself, you want to make sure that you have some of these qualities. And if you don't, you can just work on incorporating them into your routine. So quality number 1, good preceptors are leaders. You have to lead by example. It's similar to raising children. You can tell your child to do something 100 times and they won't do it. But if they see you do it, they're more likely to follow in your footsteps. Educator. Good preceptors are educators. You have to teach your preceptee everything that you know, but in a way that your preceptee can understand. There are different learning types. We could discuss that in a different video. If you guys would like more information on that, let me know down below. But there are different learning types, and you want to make sure that you're adjusting the way that you teach based on the way that your preceptee will receive that information and be able to learn from it. You should be a record keeper. You should be completing evaluation sheets for each preceptee that you have with accurate dates of competency. Good preceptors are coaches. You should be coaching your preceptees through assisting MDs with procedures at the bedside, through the nursing process. You should be an advocate. Don't let those rude nurses or doctors bully your preceptee. You should stand up for them if they're not able to stand up for themselves, or if you just feel more comfortable doing it because they're newer to the unit. Be that backbone and be that strong person that's not going to let anybody talk them down and make them quit before they even get started. You are an educator. You should be evaluating each task, give pointers and constructive criticism when needed, and correcting dangerous behaviors. You should be an encourager. Nursing is tough. You should be there to motivate and encourage your preceptee to keep going and remain positive so that they can fulfill their dream of being a nurse. And last but not least, you should be a mentor. Just because the preceptorship is over doesn't mean that you guys don't connect anymore. They're most likely going to feel most comfortable with you when it comes to asking questions of things that they may have forgotten, or those moments where they're just second guessing what they're doing. They're going to want to come to you if you guys have built that strong bond. So make sure that you're available for them, especially in those first few months that they're on their own. So I have been a preceptor for the last 5 years on different units. I started out on a med-surg unit, and currently I'm on the trauma ICU unit. This is where I found my love for teaching and educating when it comes to nursing. I never thought that I would want to be a teacher, but when it comes to something that you actually love, in my case nursing, it becomes so much easier and you actually enjoy it. I've used some of these tips that I've learned along the way, but I always make sure to let the preceptee know that I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect, and if I'm ever about to do something that they don't quite agree with, or they think that there's a better way to do it, I always leave that door open for them to speak up and be open with me. Sometimes protocols and policies change and you may not be up to date on everything. So I always give them the opportunity to say, hey Vanessa, maybe we should try this, or current practice is X, Y, and Z. Never be so cocky that you won't receive information from preceptees, because just like you're not perfect, they're not perfect. So just a little side note, when you are precepting, a lot of people get comfortable and leave their preceptees to give them space. which I understand in a sense, but you don't want that person to feel like they're alone. Whether they've become competent in certain tasks, yes, that might be okay, but you still want to be available. You still want to make yourself accessible so that they don't feel alone and they don't feel like they're doing everything by themselves. Once I feel like my preceptee is competent and can handle most of the care, I'll step back, but I still make sure that I stay either in the room or right outside of the room so that if they need me, I'm right there for them. I'll do my own assessments. That way when they're charting, we can compare notes. And if I feel like something may be wrong, I will give my recommendations so that they can have the choice on if they need to change anything or not. But I always make sure that I'm available to them so that they don't feel lonely and they get a good experience with being welcomed onto the unit and getting comfortable with the nursing practices that we go through. So let me know how your experience went with either being a preceptor or a preceptee. Let me know down in the comments. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the 8 qualities of a good preceptor. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel where we talk about all things nursing and all things motherhood and lifestyle. Until next time, stay safe, be well, and live life.